these drone attacks on American citizens on foreign soil. Now here, I want to say this. I want to be clear about this. I do not believe that there ever ought to be justification to do this on American soil. So if this is ever used, now the justification in the memo clearly has to do with those that are overseas on foreign battlefields operating with al-Qaeda. We know for a fact that they are aiding and assisting al-Qaeda on foreign soil to launch attacks against the United States, and they're American citizens. I believe that our commander-in-chief ought to have the capacity to take them out using drones. I support that. You're an American citizen. You're on foreign soil, not on American soil. Again, the rules are different if you're on American soil. But if you are an American citizen and you are on foreign soil and you are working with al-Qaeda against the safety and security of the American people, I believe the president, as commander-in-chief, prosecuting the war effort, ought to have the capacity to take them out with a drone. So I support that. Now, I'm going to probably get some blowback from conservatives who don't think that that ought to be done. But remember, the president took an oath to uphold and defend the Constitution of the United States. We have declared war on al-Qaeda. They are our enemy. They're our enemy in battle. The foreign soil is a battleground. It is a battlefield. Let's imagine it's World War II, and you've got an American citizen. He's an American citizen, but he goes over to Europe, and he puts on a Nazi uniform, and he carries a Nazi assault weapon, or maybe he jumps in a Nazi tank and he drives it right at the American people. Do you think our commander-in-chief would ever, under any circumstances, hesitate to take him out with a howitzer? He wouldn't, he shouldn't, and I would completely 100% support him. Once an American citizen joins forces overseas, again on foreign soil, on a battlefield, and he joins forces with al-Qaeda, he has no protection based on his American citizenship. He has now become an enemy of the United States. He is an enemy combatant, and he should be allowed to be taken out. Now, President Obama has been the biggest user of these drones like ever. And again, I think that for Barack Obama, I think this is like Sim City. It's like Sim Warfare. It's like World of Warcraft 3. It's like a big game to him. And I believe President Obama, and I honestly believe this, I think it's cool. I think he thinks it's way cool that he can order up a drone strike and take out a guy. I think he thinks that's cool. He does it. I think he does it just because he thinks it's cool. It's like playing a simulated war game on your computer, because people aren't people, I don't think, to Barack Obama. They're just pieces on a chessboard or on this virtual battlefield. And here's what President Obama said back in 2007. This is clip 3, what he said back in 2007 about the very thing that he's doing all the time right now.
We've got to get the job done there. And that requires us to have enough troops that we're not just air raiding villages and killing civilians, which is causing enormous problems there.
And by the way, speaking of killing innocent civilians, according to some research that I've got in front of me, I'll have to dig it up over the break, but our drone strikes in Pakistan have killed 176 children. Now, from my standpoint, if you have somebody that belongs to al-Qaeda and he is working to destroy America, and we have to go after him because he's trying to kill us and we have to go after him, and he puts children in harm's way, that's not our fault. We are not culpable for that. There's no guilt on our part. The blood of those children, their blood is not on our hands. It's on the hands of these adults who would put them in harm's way and try to use them as some kind of a human shield. So all of the guilt, all of the moral culpability for their shed blood rests on the hands of al-Qaeda, who would put these children in harm's way. But the point here is President Obama is just all bent out of shape over these 26 deaths at Sandy Hook, over the 20 children that have died. He's using them as pawns to develop sympathy in America so he can disarm us, confiscate our weapons, confiscate our ammo. You can hardly get ammo anymore. The Department of Homeland Security, they have 2 billion rounds of hollow point. Why? Jesse Jackson wants them to go to Chicago and patrol the streets. We're going to have, in effect, the U.S. military patrolling our major streets. But 176 children have died in these drone attacks, and yet President Obama has been out of shape about 20 children that have died in America. Focal Point, AFR Talk.
Here's Twyla Brace, president